with the blues. We went with a different producer. We had Andre Betts, who is primarily like a hip-hop producer. So we have that hip-hop sensibilities playing this blues music with this band. That whole idea of us sort of throwing all kinds of things into the mix and into a mixture to make things happen is what it was really, really fun to do. And we like I said before, it just took us so long because we listened to it and was like, yeah, that's great, but we could do this and we could do this. And there's a whole lot of experimentation that was going on while we're making this record. That's why one of the reasons why it took so long. But we kept tweaking it and having this sense of trying to do this thing. That's why we did that EP with the hip hop versions of Who Shot Ya and that kind of stuff. Was all in an effort to figure out where it stood and where it congealed and where it became something that would make everybody happy, at least everybody in the band happy.
We're looking forward to checking out the rest of the album in September. We actually just got through playing "Come On," your first single that you released off the album.
Yeah.
And Corey,
this sounds good, man.
You and Living Color got to make your way through Tulsa soon.
Oh, most definitely, we got to.
Oh, if you do, you know you're coming here, right? I will stalk you to the ends of the earth.
I know you will. I have no doubt.
I do have a quick question for you before you get out of here, man.
All right.
Like the songs that you have back in the day are still relevant today, like Funny Vibe and Open Letter and Time's Up. They're still relevant today. Do these songs mean more to you now than they did then, or do you feel differently about those songs now than you did then? Are you the same person, a different person? How do you feel about this?
Different, obviously, because we're older, but, to think that a song like Time's Up, which was a song about the environment, when bands weren't talking about the environment, when bands were not talking about the effects of humans on this planet, for all intent and purposes, this is urban band talking about the world. So it makes more sense since we've seen the world and seen how screwed up things are, just how this all works. So it has a different meaning now, it has a different sort of connotation now. And to some people it's old hat. It's like, yeah, we know. The world's going to hell. But really it is.
It really is.
I didn't realize how prophetic we would be about this kind of thing. We thought we'd talk about it, people would talk about it, it would end it. But no, but it continues.
You like Ice Cube or NWA and like Public Enemy, like, I'm telling you about this when I'm this age, and to this day, all this stuff is still relevant. I'm like, I'm telling you, I told you so. So I felt the same way about you guys as well, because what you guys talked about when you're younger compared to what you are now is like, it hasn't changed, but it's changed, but it really hasn't changed, if that makes any sense whatsoever.
Yeah, what's that adage? The more things change, the more they stay the same. And, come on. I hope I guess you're going to beat me, but, police.
Yeah. You guys, I keep telling Lunchbox about the Judgment Night soundtrack. It's one of the best
we gotta talk
soundtracks ever. And you guys did that with Run DMC.
Yeah.
Judgment Night was like one of my favorite movies when I was a kid, man. That was like right before my parents, I wasn't allowed to watch rated R movies, but I watched it behind their back. And I listened to I remember some of the songs of the soundtrack. I don't remember the one that Brady was. But
Me and Myself and My Microphone. Yes.
Me, Myself, and My Microphone. Yeah. That was deep. That was great. Like I said, what people don't seem to grasp is, particularly for us, because, you're this rock band. Yeah, we're a rock band, but these are dudes. Yeah. These are people. Chuck and them is our people as well. So we couldn't, when they put the ideas, like, we're going to take a rock band, we're going to take a hip hop band, and put them together and see what happens. Yeah. Like, hey, I'm with it. You're talking our language. That's how we live.
Brilliant. That's all I have to say. Brilliant. I still listen to that soundtrack to this day. Still my favorite soundtrack. Yes.
Absolutely.
And you guys did with LeJean from Seven Dust. You guys did Cult of Personality. I don't know why you two have not gone on tour yet. And if you did and I missed it, I will be pissed at myself. But you guys have to get that together.
Yeah, we were on the Shiprock.
Yeah.
And Seven Dust was on there, and we were on there, and it was like it was a mutual circle jerk, and everybody was like, "Yeah, you're the greatest. No, you're the greatest."
Oh, that's awesome.
It was wild. That was great though. LeJean is Good guy too. Really good guy.
It's kind of like a complete circle because without you guys, there wouldn't be them.
Right.
And it's funny because you helped me in that moment when I needed you because growing up, didn't know where I was going or what I was doing because I'm a black guy with metal and punk, but hip hop and rap, and I'm not black enough for the black, but not too white. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Yes,
Yeah,
and then
exactly
you helped me through, and then I got into like Bad Brains and Fishbone, and then I found Seven Dust, and my mind opened up even more. And then the fact that you two are together, and now that I can say I've talked to you both numerous times now, is really like I can die right now and be complete and say.
At me. I haven't really talked to you. You talk to me. There's another. Oh, look, it's another treat from promo. Hey.
Man, I'm sorry about this. My hero, if I had a chance to talk to my heroes, I'm going to do my damnedest to do it. And I did it. I had LeJohn for a couple of times, which is weird because we follow each other on Instagram and Twitter, and his wife does, my wife. I mean, we follow each other like completely. We like talk to each other on Facebook and Instagram and
they do
Twitter.
they do holidays together. They do
which
Christmas
is
and
weird.
Thanksgiving, yeah.
Because I grew up watching this guy, and all of a sudden I'm like, I know him, and then it's like this is like hero that I know, and then you is like you are the top hero of all my heroes because without you, man, I would still be lost. I just want to thank you for that, man. Thank you so much for that.
I want to see you guys come to town, Living Color with Fishbone, man, because I love both bands.
Yeah. Those are people as well. You know, I'd love to do some stuff with them. We've been talking about doing that. You know, Bad Brains have gotten back together as well.
Yeah.
And you know, there's a bunch of bands that'll have that kind of thing. It's like Bad Brains, Fishbone, King's X. Yeah. Those kind of bands. You know, Seven Dust. All these bands, and you know, this, you know, POD.
I'm trying to get them on here too, man.
You know,
we're making the rounds. We're trying to get the word out about the Domkcast.
I mean, people that hate me as a person. Ice-T and Body Count. When they got back together, I was like, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, to look at the evolution of Body Count, really, like. Body Count has actually grown since, like, their first sort of gigs was when we played with them on Lollapalooza. Uh-huh. And where they've gone to and where they are now, it's incredible.
It's incredible. The fact that, I remember when you first got Cop Killer, is like banned, you couldn't buy it anywhere.
Right.
And all of a sudden, it's like, Ice-T is like, he does commercials for, what is it, Geico now? Oh, yeah. But yet, he kicks ass in Body Count.
He got a few acting roles,
yes.
too, man.
Like, it's acceptable now, which is so weird in itself.
He played a cop.
He played a cop.
Right.
He talked about killing cops, played a cop.
Irony in that, right? Hey, is Living Color going to be part of Lollapalooza this year? Did I read that somewhere?
There's a possibility we may do Lollapalooza in 2018. Yeah. We got, you know, again, we've known Perry and them for a long time, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, you're just on tour, Jane's Addiction.
We with them last year. Like, last year was the 20th anniversary of Lollapalooza. Yeah. And they went on the road for a minute. It was us, James, and Dinosaur Jr. We did a little show in and around just before Lollapalooza in Chicago. Yeah. And then we had to go. We were going to Europe after that, so we couldn't do the whole thing. So
yeah, you guys were actually a part of one of the original Rocklahomas here in Oklahoma. I think
that's true.
One of the first ones, right, Brady?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is the first time I actually met you. We actually took a picture together.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
we did.
Just tell them you remember that.
You won't. I would expect you to remember that. Yeah, but we have a broadcast booth out there.
I should have remembered if there was because Rocklahoma was a sea of white folks.
True that. And I was the lone black guy out there working for a rock station. I hope you guys get to play next year at Rocklahoma for sure. Since you got the new album and everything.
Yeah, you got the new album out and stuff.
Man, if you can help, any way you can help.
I would do my damnedest for sure.
Yeah.
Well, Corey, thanks for taking the time to talk to us for a bit. And, hopefully you make your way through Tulsa. And if you do, don't be a stranger, man. Hit me, Promo Brady and I up.
Hey, you guys have been great. Thank you very much, man.
Tulsa's Rock Station, 97.5 KMOD. KMOD.